Okay, so you're thinking about like one of those big financial goals, right?
Uh,
Like maybe buying a house.
yeah.
That's a big one, right? And we've got some really interesting stuff today that we're looking at some excerpts that focus on the practical side
Right.
and the mindset shifts needed to make those big goals happen.
Yeah, yeah.
The whole point of this is to help you figure out how to tackle any large financial hurdle.
Exactly, like that feeling of where do I even start when you have a huge goal,
Oh, yeah.
like buying a house.
Yeah.
It's really common.
Right.
And our source material today gives us some really useful ways to like cut through all that overwhelm.
I love that. Okay, so one thing that really popped for me in this material was the emphasis on your why,
Yeah.
like why this particular goal.
Mm-hmm.
And for something like a house, the examples range from like needing more space because your family's growing
Right.
to like simply wanting a yard for your dog.
Oh, totally.
It's a place your dog to run around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so defining that like core motivation isn't just like some feel-good advice.
Exactly.
It's literally the engine that's going to keep you going when things get tough.
Absolutely. It's like your personal compass, you know? Maybe just ask yourself, if everything went perfectly with this goal, what would that really mean for me?
Yeah, that's such a good point. And once you're clear on that why, the next thing that this material highlights is breaking that huge goal down
Yes.
into smaller pieces.
Light-sized pieces.
By size,
Yeah.
buying a house isn't just like one giant step. It's a series of smaller ones.
Precisely. And the material even suggests, doing some research on the total cost.
Yeah.
Setting a realistic timeline, like maybe 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah.
And then creating concrete actions, like figuring out how much you need to save each month.
Okay.
And they give this really practical example.
Right.
You realize, okay, $1,000 a month, that's too much right now.
Right.
But how about 500?
Yeah.
Still significant, but
Yeah.
achievable.
Totally.
Yeah.
And, and this is where I think it gets really interesting.
Okay.
The material touches on something that I think we all face, which are setbacks. It's not about being perfect. It's about making progress.
Yes.
And there's this great point about, if you stumble,
Yeah.
adjust your plan.
Yeah, don't give up.
Yeah,
Right.
don't give up entirely.
Yeah.
Like saving $500 when you're aiming for 1,000,
Yep.
that's still a win.
Absolutely. That flexibility is key because life, throws curveballs.
Oh, yeah.
And being able to adapt your plan and acknowledge those smaller wins,
Yeah.
that really builds momentum and keeps you motivated for the long haul.
Totally. The source also mentions, using tools to help you along the way.
Tools are important.
And we're not just talking about, budgeting apps,
Yeah.
which are great, but also like more visual ways, like vision boards.
Oh, yeah.
And even like affirmations,
Mhm.
like, they give the example, I am capable of achieving my financial goals. So these tools, work on like different levels.
Yes, different levels.
Right. Budgeting apps give you that practical overview,
Yeah.
while vision boards and affirmations tap into like, visualization and positive self-talk.
The power of visualization.
Yeah. And so they're constantly like reinforcing that why that we talked about.
Exactly.
Now, for like any big financial goal, your money needs to be working for you, right?
Yeah.
And this material, briefly mentions investing
Yes.
as a way for your money to grow over time.
Mm-hmm.
And it suggests looking into like accessible options like index funds and ETFs.
Yes, those are great.
And just like learning more about those as you go.
Yeah.
Index funds and ETFs are like baskets that hold small pieces of many different companies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a less risky way to start investing.
Exactly. And what's so powerful about this is that you don't need to be like a Wall Street expert to
Right.
start investing.
Right.
Even small, consistent contributions can make a big difference over the long term.
Yeah. And then finally, the material, really emphasizes the power of your mindset.
Yes, your mindset is everything.
Doubt is going to creep in.
Oh, it will.
But they suggest this simple technique.
Okay.
Pause, take a breath,
Yeah.
reconnect with that initial why.
Yeah, that regular check-in is crucial because your mindset needs tending to. When you feel those doubts, actively reminding yourself of your purpose
Yeah.
can really help you push through.
Totally. So the key takeaways for tackling these big financial goals, like buying a house,
Yeah.
get crystal clear on your why,
Uh-huh.
break that goal down into manageable steps,
Yes.
be flexible, and celebrate progress.
Celebrate those wins.
Yes, Use the tools that are available to you.
Right.
Explore the power of investing
Yeah.
and nurture a positive mindset.
Absolutely. It sounds like achieving those big goals is definitely within reach.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It feels very doable.
Yes. And these aren't just for buying a house, you know?
Right.
These principles apply to any significant financial goal you might have.
Exactly. So here's something to think about.
Okay.
How does really understanding your deep down why for a major goal change not just how you plan,
Right.
but how you deal with the bumps along the road?
That's a great question.
Yeah. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
This was fun.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.